Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hello.
Welcome to another full moon meditation where this month's full moon is the snow moon. So, welcome. We're going to give a second for everybody to get in the room and we're going to jumpstart this. So, how's your week been?
Listen, you can tell by my voice. It's like, how's it going? It's great. I'm a little bit raspy, but I'm doing okay.
The
So I might have a
sisters
little,
from The Simpsons.
yeah, all right. Hello. Welcome to the snow moon. So I'm dealing with the throat stuff, but we'll be all right. I'll just have a little bit raspier meditation voice for you guys tonight.
Well, we got the tea and the
We'll
water.
be all right.
We're going to
We're
make it through.
professionals.
We're going to make it
It's not
through.
the first time.
Yeah. So again, welcome to everybody that is here. We are here doing our full moon meditation. This month's full moon meditation is the snow moon. It's the snow moon.
That's right.
We're going to talk about that a little bit in a second. But first, we want to kind of knock out some of the announcements that we have coming up. We're grateful for things to be picking up and giving us opportunity to kind of present in front of you guys and, you know, help with meditations and the circles and education. And it's really a honor to be able to do that. And so we want to thank you for supporting us so that we can keep doing that. So
And getting that in-person energy is a big deal. It's way different. It's great doing virtual stuff, but it's a balance of also having the in-person connections with people. Makes a big difference.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So first up, here in Baltimore, we will be at Flourish Baltimore on February the 12th. Flourish Baltimore, if you're not familiar, it's a wonderful shop that you should definitely go and visit. It has a little bit of everything that you're looking for. They are not sponsoring this. We are really saying it because this is someplace that we spend our time and money. But they crystals, they have oils, clothing, cards, books. It's a lot of things that they carry there. So it's a place that you definitely want to check out. And we will be there. We do our healing circles there once a month. If you are in the Baltimore area on February 12th, definitely call the shop, call Flourish, register, and get in. That's something that they are bringing us in on their hosting. So you want to just give them a call the store and say, hey, listen, I heard that they were doing a healing circle. I want to be in. And they'll take care of you from there. Then if you can't make February, March the 5th is another time that we'll be there. So I know if you're like me, you like to plan ahead.
Yes.
And so
because the months are going by fast. What's going on with that?
Well, I know I'm getting older, and time speeds up when you get older. So
that's true. Maybe that's what it is. That might be
it. But yeah, so if you can't make the February one, definitely check us out in March. Same rules apply. Just give Flourish a call and tell them that you heard that we were gonna they were having a healing circle there with us, and they'll take care of it from there.
And Flourish is great because they have everything you need there for, like you said, you wanted to get some crystals before you start doing the circle or whatever you need metaphysically.
Some Palo Santo.
Yeah, she's got it. So
yeah, yep. And now we're moving into a new space, which I'm really happy that we're able to do because it's more public facing and people that may not know anything about the metaphysical, holistic world, and they might not know any of this meditation stuff, any of that. So we will, in March 18th, we will be starting our relationship with a library. And it's going to be a modified style of meditation and presentation that you're going to be seeing there. So it's not going to be the typical moon meditation that you're seeing here. It's not going to be the typical in-person circle that you're used to us hosting. It's a little bit different. I would suggest that you just show up and check us out. The information is right there on your screen. It's easy to sign up, and really
you do have to register. It's free for the community, but you do have to register to be there. So
yeah, so just
limited seating.
Make sure you follow all of the correct directions and go from there. Because people will see it and show up. We've had that happen.
Well, this
Good
is
to
cool
show up.
because this is the Miller Branch Howard County Library in Ellicott City. It's a huge building. It's a gorgeous building. We'll be taking up 2 rooms. They're putting them together for us. So it's going to be, if you've been to our Soul Light journey where we have people giving people Reiki in the crowd, or you've been to a healing circle where we're talking about stuff and educating you, it's going to be kind of those, like Maury said, a combination of those things. It'll be a little bit of a learning experience as well as the meditative walkthrough, the Reiki, all those things as well. So it's going to be cool for the community to come out, definitely, and have some new people discover all of the woo-woo stuff that we do. I'm excited. I'm
Yeah,
excited. We
me
have some
too.
people helping out that are Reiki masters and Reiki practitioners helping out with the crowd. So it's going to be a good day.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I believe so too.
You know what we did not do today?
What?
We did not introduce ourselves. Hello.
Facts. Facts.
I'm Janice B.
And I'm Maurice.
And we're the Healing Flame Collective. We're a
Did I-
part of it. Right. Yeah.
Right.
I was like, oh, we didn't say that. Dang it.
That was a
Dang
good
it.
catch.
That's all right. They'll figure it out sooner or later. All these people were watching.
So, as I said earlier, this is a moon meditation, and we're focusing on the snow moon. And each time we do this, we kind of give a brief definition, history, little information about the moon that we're recognizing each particular month. So today is the snow moon meditation, and the snow moon meditation, according to the Farmer's Almanac, First Nations called the February moon the full snow moon, and excuse me, and they called it that because it coincides with the heaviest snowfall of the year. And of course, in that season, with the snow, it makes food a little bit harder to get and harder to access. And so in that, they have different names for it. And so sometimes it's called the hunger moon, and sometimes it's called the storm moon.
I like the Hunger Moon.
I do too.
That's like the Hunger Games.
I do too. I do too. But all of it is centered, all of the different names are centered around the weather that happens during this month. And February is typical for having super cold, super snowy weather. Not everybody's inside. All the animals are inside, and all of the people are inside. So that's where that came from. We know that the moon will have its peak at 1:30 Eastern Standard, though. Eastern Standard, case for those are watching on other coast.
Right.
On February the 5th.
So you'll see it. Yeah, well, it'll be in the afternoon, but it'll be brightest then where it's dark.
Why is it bright?
Why is it bright?
Why is it? So it's bright because it's Aquarius season.
Oh, I was getting ready to say it's like a science
It's the
thing or
sun.
something.
No. It's the sun.
Uh-oh.
But the moon is in Leo.
Yes.
So we had a conversation before the camera started that it's the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can you expound on that? Because you're better at that than I am.
I don't know that I'm better than that, but whatever. So if you're talking about the full moons, if the moon is if the month is, just say Aquarius month, that's the birthdays for Aquarius, right? Is February, end of January to February. If the moon is in that time, then the moon would be the opposite, because the zodiac sign is the sun sign. So the moon would be the opposite. If you look at a zodiac chart, the opposite would be Leo. So it's kind of an interesting duality with those two. Because you guys, the Aquarians.
That's right.
You guys, it's one person.
I have multiple
you're
personalities.
the how would you describe Aquarians? Let's hear it.
Perfect.
You guys are air signs, right?
Yeah.
You're mental.
Very quiet.
Mental.
You
Analytical.
have to emphasize that.
Analytical is what I meant to say.
We're quiet, very observant,
Mm-hmm.
very sarcastic.
Almost can appear standoffish, but not really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We are very forward and independent thinking.
Right.
Very, very, very much. So yeah, I'm not.
And Leos are the opposite of that. So Leos are usually, and they say Leo, the lion, the leader, things like that. And it doesn't always have to be in your face, but Leos have more drama, more center stageness to them, whereas the Aquarians are more pulled back. And
Mhm.
it's a good balance though for this month. I like that balance because um the moon's in Leo, we're talking about like stepping into your true powers,
Mhm.
you're being confident in who you are, which is what Leos do anyway. But the Aquarians want you to think a little bit. Don't be too eager. Kind of balance it out. That's kind of the
Right.
way I feel about it together.
Right. So with this moon, it is said that is we should be concentrating on creativity and passion. So those should be your intentions. That should be your focus. And with your creativity and passion, something to do that make it, easy to kind of grasp, but would be to actually write down a plan, like write something down.
That's the Aquarian talking.
Yes, yes, it is. Write it down. We have a tendency to think of a good idea and don't write it down, and then our brains are off to the races and we forget what
Yeah.
it was. So write it down so that way you can stay consistent in it, especially if you're a creative type. That's especially. But yeah, make a plan, make it a something that is easy step by step for you to follow, and then as we're going through the meditation, like you can always come back and watch the meditation again, but as you're setting your intention on it, that way it'll come to be. And that's how meditation and all of the, what do they call it,
Intention setting,
yeah, but
manifestation.
yeah,
Yeah.
manifestation, but the mystical stuff, that's how it actually happens.
And it's interesting because, like we talked about earlier, the full moons are generally releasing stuff, and new moons are manifesting stuff, but they can both happen for
Hmm.
because you have to release things to manifest new things, right? So I would say the introspective Aquarian side of this whole thing would be look at what needs to change. And then the Leo side is like, what's the new you going to look like? What is it you're doing to bring the new you into the creative aspect of what you want to bring into this month for this snow moon while you're stuck inside and it's cold?
So I want my Aquarians to
Holla.
holla in the chat. We don't, most of the time we don't even brag about our moment. We just kind of ease into our season, be watched, take all of the glory quietly, and we move on.
That's
So
true. That's kind of true. You move into you kind of quietly come in with
mhm.
some outrageous outfit.
Oh yeah, that's
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 what's up.
yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah. I mean,
Like, look what I can do.
exactly,
Exactly. Right.
exactly. There's nothing wrong
And the
with it.
Leos have like the mane with the fan blowing on their mane, like, ah. So it's a great combination. It's an awesome combination this month.
So yeah,
And
so
Leos are fire signs. You guys are air and fire. Mm. You know what happens with air and fire, right? Explosion.
yeah, yeah. Well, all of the Leos I know kind of.
You know a lot of Leos,
I
and I know a
do.
lot of Aquarians.
But yeah. Um, what's gonna happen today?
Speaking of Aquarians, hi Vanessa.
Right?
Vanessa's behind the scenes being Oz as usual.
Yeah. Thank you, Vanessa, for taking my spot. Thank
So
you.
anything you put in the chat, Vanessa will be addressing you from the chat room, from the other side of the curtain.
Right.
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 Awesome. All right.
So today, as usual, we have a full moon meditation. It's a guided meditation. There, what's going to happen is that you're going to find a place to be comfortable, get comfortable where you won't be disrupted. It can be sitting in a chair, it can be laying on your bed, it could be in your car, wherever.
Not when you're driving, though.
Not, yeah, please, not when you're driving. But if you're parked,
It's kind of cold out there right now. You be in your car.
I mean, some places, some people
Yeah.
don't. That's where they get their
Wherever you're
privacy.
comfortable.
Yeah.
Wherever you're.
So you get into a comfortable place. And we're gonna have some music playing. Janice is gonna say a couple of words and make sure that the balance is good.
A couple of words.
And then she's gonna lead you through a guided meditation. And do you want to talk about what that is?
Sure. Follow me to the meditation. We're going to go through a meditation, basically just getting you comfortable and getting you into the right mindset to do what we just talked about. Focus on the things that you want to bring forth in this on this lunar experience in Leo. And talk about, thinking about the seeds that you've planted already, the ones that are underneath the snow, the things that you may at the beginning of the year may have said you wanted to manifest. And now's the time to really start thinking about those things, because as the weather gets warmer, those little seeds are going to start growing, right? So you want to make sure you are aligned in where you want to be, so you're ready for those things to happen. So this meditation will kind of help with that. And really, just like we talked about before, stepping into your true self and who you want to be creatively.
Mhm.
I feel like I need to think of a different word. I couldn't think of it. Anyway, so just to kind of reflect, let the moon reflect on who you want to be on the Leo stage, basically.
And so after the meditation is done, we're going to bring you out of the meditation. That means just kind of bring your awareness back to this present moment. We're going to bring you out of the meditation. You're going to put in the chat how you feel afterwards. Just put in how you feel. After that is done, we're going to do a card pull. And today we decided to go
switch it up.
Yeah, we're going to switch it up a little bit.
We're not giving you a choice today.
I know the words are backwards, but yeah.
Work Your Light.
Work Your Light is the deck that we're going with today. And when we do the card pulls, what is going to happen is when I ask you to pick a number, 1, 2, or 3. And when you pick that number, you put it in the chat, whichever number you pick, 1, 2, or 3, put it in the chat. And then as the reading is happening, the card that coincides with the number that you pick, we'll see how you feel about it and see if it resonates with you. All right.
Sounds good.
And that's pretty much what's going to happen now. So with that said, you ready?
I am ready.
All right. So we have Vanessa behind the scenes. We're going to cue this music and
take our faces away.
Yeah, we're not going to be on screen. And go into your comfortable place. And we're going to get right into it.
And what music are we listening to today, Maurice?
We are listening to the solar plexus chakra.
Nice. Light, powerful, yellow.
Right.
All right. Can everybody hear me okay? You can give us a thumbs up in the chat. We'll wait a few seconds here. Drink some water, because I will surely start coughing when I'm not supposed to be coughing. Okay, can everybody hear me okay at this volume? All right. All right, like Maurice said before, let's just get comfortable. Somewhere where you won't have too many disruptions. Somewhere where you can set the tone. Take the lights, burn some candles, whatever. Hopefully you've already done that. Most of you guys have already done that before you log on. But just try to get as comfortable as you can. If you're seated, if you're on a bed, you can be on the floor. Allow yourself now to get connected and grounded to the earth below you. And let's take a big deep breath in and release. And do that 2 more times at your own pace. Breathing in and releasing. And when you're ready, close your eyes. And just allow your breathing to soften. The muscles in your scalp and face release and relax. Your jaw, your neck muscles release and soften. Breathing naturally. Your chest gently expanding as your shoulders and arms drop and relax. Any tension in your back and torso dissipates and floats away. Your lower body, your sit bones, legs and feet, gently connected to earth energy. You are calm and relaxed, centered and open to the moon's energy. Continue to allow your breathing to flow naturally. Relaxed, calm, suspended in peace. A new season is on its way. New life, new hope. Take a moment to visualize the new you. Where are you headed? What seeds have you planted before the winter's frost? What will the new season bring for you? Hold that picture in your mind's eye. See yourself vibrating at the highest version. As you sit with this vision, allow the snow moon's power, the moon in Leo renewing energy, allow it to surround you. Calling in your angels, your guides, your ancestors. A circle of power surrounding you, illuminated by the snow moon. Envision yourself achieving your goals, your dreams. Standing powerfully in your truth. releasing things that no longer serve you, no longer held back or hindered by the past. Breaking free from the winter's hibernation, you will blossom and grow. We are still and peaceful tonight. Relaxed and comfortable, ready for the new season. Ready for the reward of a new start. The snow moon above, igniting the light inside. The moon in Leo filling you with power. Filling you with hope. Carry this with you. Each breath. With each heartbeat. Carry this with you as you hold the moon's power inside. Tonight and in the nights to come. Now bringing your awareness back in the room, back in your fingers and toes, back into your eyes, and when you're ready, take a nice deep breath in and release, and open your eyes and return. Welcome back.
And welcome back. Yay.
Yay. How's everybody feeling? That was a good reflection on the things the power you already have, the things you want to change, the new things you want to do, the things you want to release, and knowing that you're always supported by spirit, by ancestors, by the power of the moon. And you carry that with you all the time.
Yay. So let us know in the comments how you're feeling.
How you
I
feeling?
know some people are probably still,
That sounds DC.
yeah,
How you feeling?
still coming out of their meditation. Sometimes it can be difficult once you get in that space. You don't want to come back.
Very true. It's always fun to try to read a meditation or do a meditation and not get in that space yourself. Like, be like,
True. I am supposed to be saying something.
right, breathe naturally. All right, so I'm going to get ready. If you've never done the meditations with us before, I know Maurice explained the card pulls. here's what's going to happen. So normally when you use cards, well, I would say normally, but most of the time we'll use, these are oracle cards, and oracle cards can come in any number in the deck. They're not like tarot cards. The tarots are a whole different thing, like divination. It's a whole different thing. Oracle cards always, not always, but usually have a theme from the person who created the cards. So this particular one we're doing is called Work Your Light. And this, we don't use these cards usually. We use the Shaman's Dream cards, which is our usual regular deck.
Right.
I don't know. Something told me today to bring this deck with me tonight when we were doing the meditation. So I don't know why. We'll find out. These cards are, for the way we do them on the live is that I use it as a prompt. So most of the time we don't read the guidebook that comes with the cards. There is always a guidebook, usually a guidebook or something you download with an oracle deck that will explain the whole meaning behind the card and things you can do. Sometimes they're very deep. They give you a whole, ritual you can do with that card. Some people pull them out as a layout, like past, present, future, or different answering questions, things like that. We're not doing that tonight. We're doing 3 numbers, 1, 2, and 3. We'll pull a card for each number, and when I get that card, it's going to be a cue for me to help me with the readings. I'm going to do a reading, an intuitive reading. I don't look at the chat when I'm doing it, so even if I did, it wouldn't make a difference. But I don't look to see who pulled what. I just kind of write down whatever I'm feeling. A lot of times it will apply to one particular person, like it's a very specific message. And then sometimes it's just kind of a more vague message. So we'll see what happens. We never know.
So in the meantime, hopefully you have picked your number by now.
Start thinking 1, 2, or 3.
And put it in the chat. And I'm going to shuffle a little bit more with my theme music.
And I'm going to say always go with your first choice. So a lot of times people overthink with the number. It's not that, it's not that serious. We're just doing a card reading. It's not like, life or death here. But go with your first choice, because a lot of people will pick one and then they'll change their mind and they'll put the new number in. Then they'll realize that the number that they picked first was the one that was their reading for the night. That was my number, I swear.
And also sometimes when you pick a number, sometimes another number might resonate with you. So don't be alarmed by that either. Just, yeah.
And you can always on your own, you don't have to put it in the chat, like write down, you'll know yourself, you picked 3 first, but you were also thinking maybe 1. Just kind of keep that in mind, because maybe it's a double message, right?
Could be.
You never know. These cards are real pretty. They have roses on them and they're all pink. They're pink and pastel-y, which is not our usual thing. We're dark and mysterious. We like dark cards. All right. So everybody's got their number, I hope.
All right.
Are we ready? It's like a little bouquet of flowers. All right. Wait a minute. Okay, number 1.
Okay, so for the number 1s, this card says take a break.
All right.
Take a break. And it says a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So again, take a break. This is for number 1s. Take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. It's kind of pretty too. I mean,
oh yeah. Is that a person right there?
I would have to take my glasses off.
I think it is. That's cool. All right, number 1s, take a break. Not a season. What was the rest of it? A life's work.
A life's work, not a season.
Okay.
Get off the treadmill. I like those verbs.
That's hilarious. I need to get on the treadmill. But anyway. All right. Well, it's a pretty obvious message, but I think that for the number 1s, I feel like it's not just about taking a break from work. It's about carving out time for silence. It's about carving out time for introspection. and maybe because we're Leo Aquarius right now, it is about reflecting and get off the treadmill is like to not just keep automatically moving and going through the motions of things that you feel you have to do to achieve this mission or this goal. Step back, sit with it, sleep on it, look at it for a little bit, take some time, some downtime away from it so that you can come back to it with a new perspective. And I think that there is something that you have been working on, because the card is speaking like it's a lifetime thing. Like, don't, get off the treadmill, make this a regular thing, which I get that. And that's definitely what's happening. But I feel like this particular card, the ones, I don't know if it's a one person thing. It feels very personal, but it's something that you're working on. It's like a baby for you. You just want to, it's a project that you're continually picking at, right? It's not, I gotta do this, it's not right. I'm gonna keep working at it. And you need to step back from it and take a break from it. And you need to get that ritual of doing that anyway, because you probably approach everything like that. You probably just keep at it. I can tell you personally, the way it will work for me is when I do drawings, like I do pencil sketches of people, it's never done to me. It's never done. I will continually alter something on it until someone's like, okay, stop. You need to stop. It's perfect in its imperfection. Okay. So you're not ever going to reach this level of perfection. And especially not when you're running and picking at things and keep doing the same things over and over again. Stop, stand back, take a look at it, take a break, reflect on it, and then start again. Dun, dun, dun.
All right.
All right.
I want to start adding a organ riff.
Want to do like one of those old game show things, like
No, like church.
Oh god. All right, number 2. And if you want to let us know if that resonated with you, you can. You don't have to. It can be personal, private.
All right.
Okay, number 2.
All right. So those that picked number 2, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Menticon? Menticon. Okay. Longing for home.
There must be something.
Belonging.
Something.
The original light workers. So Menticon, Mintakan, and then it says longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
There's a lot going on.
Is that a mermaid or just a lady with a dress on? Longing for home, belonging. The original light workers is so staying in my head.
Can take a look.
That's staying in my head.
Oh, there's a good angle right there. Now I can see everything on the card.
All right, I had to look up Menticon. I've heard the name, but I don't know what it means. It's a star seed. So you're somebody who is a star system. So you're someone who's has special abilities, basically. So tell me again, one more time.
Menticon, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers.
Okay. So the original light workers and longing for home would be otherworldly experiences. And there are people who have a natural connection to star councils and alien races, things like that. I want to go real deep on you guys on YouTube. We're not going to go real deep, but I'm going to skip that. That may be a little bit too wild for people, but the basic message is you have a connection to the heavens, and that's what it's talking about. And the original light workers are people who would already be um have a different level of awareness, a different, I don't want to say ascended, I hate that word. Um a, not even more evolved level. It's just a higher perception of looking at things, a more divine perception, a more um celestial kind of vibe about you. So this is about finding your place. And I'm being told empath, and I hate that word, right? I don't hate the word. That's not true. I just feel like it's a blanket term that's used too much. There's a lot of sensitivities with people that they have, and they're not sure. They don't feel like they fit in. They don't know how to talk about it. They may be doing energy work or light work or whatever, but it's that sense of I'm on the outside looking in. That's what I'm feeling for number two. I feel like you have this feeling about being on the outside looking in, like nobody really understands you. Nobody really, you have to kind of, play along with the humans, basically. And that's okay. I guess the message is really what I'm feeling is that, you know, be confident, especially under this moon with Leo, be confident in that. It's okay to be on the outside looking in. If sometimes you think you want to be in with everybody else, and it's really not where you want to be. Once you get in there, it's like, I don't want to be here. This is not who I am. So find your own place. It's okay to stand back and observe people that you don't really feel a connection with. You can still, communicate with them, but find your own circle, find your own tribe, your own people, and they will appear. So once you get confident in your own abilities, your own sensitivities, you will walk in a different path. You'll walk in a different light. You're going to shine different light, and people will be attracted to you. And the people, but because the reason why you feel like you're out of place is because you're not confident in who you are. So when you're confident in who you are, it doesn't matter if the people inside the building you're looking into trying to get in understand you or not, because you understand you, and it's all good. And once you understand you, the people that vibrate on the same level you do will fall into place around you. I guarantee it. We've all experienced it. The people who do not serve you well will fall away, or maybe just take a little step back, and the people that you didn't even realize were there will all of a sudden appear. And I think that you need to keep your focus. You need to be confident in who you are. Be be quirky. Be looking up at the heavens. Keep your feet grounded, but be that person. Be that light worker. Be that star seed. Be that person that's kind of got their head in the clouds, but not in a bad way. But that there's a beauty in that. So be that confidently, and you will find the people that support you in that and help you grow.
Dun, 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 dun.
See, the church wouldn't be playing no organ music about talking about alien races.
That'll be the wrap it up organ music.
All right, we got to go
All
now.
right.
All right, number 3. Let us know number 2 if that was a little bit wild. That felt a little bit wild for me, but it's definitely relatable.
Okay. Trying to do a good fan. All right.
All right. Number 3. I feel like I don't come down here from the side. Okay.
All right. Number 3s.
Number 3.
You ready? It says the ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. That's good. The ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you.
Wow. Okay. Can I see the picture? You already showed them, right?
No.
Oh, sorry. It's on boat, right? Okay. Okay.
All right, here,
All right,
guys.
let me think. Number 3.
You can take a
The
look.
ever
Hopefully, it angle
Unfolding rose.
Let's see, something like that. Trying to do it at an angle so the glare.
Happening for you, not to you.
Yes, that's the best I can do.
Okay. Okay. mm. So this may be a one person thing. I'm not really sure. It'll come to me more in a minute. I feel this is going to be like a message you may not want to hear, number 3. But we're going to deliver the truth regardless, right? So I feel like I feel like this card is about I don't want to say the victim mindset, but I feel like you may always be feeling, why me? Why is this happening to me? Why does this keep happening? Right? Like you have no role in the outcome of what happens to you. Sometimes you don't, but a lot of times you do, right? So I think that instead of looking at I guess the card symbolism is, instead of looking at it as something bad that keeps happening over and over again, you're looking at this beautiful rose that just keeps unfolding. There's a new petal, there's new things happening, and things are painful things sometimes happen for your benefit. Sometimes things happen so that other things can move in, right? So I feel like it's going to be about your perception. Instead of saying why me, say, hey, why not me? Let's see what happens next, right? It's your perception on what's happening around you. And I guess it's kind of when they say rose colored glasses, like you're looking at everything like it's different. But I think that you may want to consider a shift in your perception. And that, that comes with shadow work. It really does. It comes with, what shadow work? Shadow work is sitting with yourself, looking at things that bother you, things that agitate you, things that make you angry, and looking at the reasons why that happens. And like, um, why is it that you're powerless in your mind in this situation? Why are you visualizing yourself as powerless and these things are happening to you, instead of visualizing them as happening for you? And something new is going to come along the way. You have to look at why your perception is like that. Why are you hanging on to things that are keeping you in that perpetual motion where you don't want to be? Sometimes we repeat patterns, and we don't even know it's the pattern. We talk to the same kinds of people, we hang out with the same kinds of people, we keep, like you'll see people talk about an ex or something. I don't know why I always attracted to people who are alcoholics, or I don't know why, I always get guys that are already married, or all this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? And that's something you got to look at. And it's not blaming you, but it's telling you to stop and look at, what is it that you are putting out into the universe? What is it that you are holding on to where you find comfort in that? So it's not something physically you're doing, repeating a pattern. It's something that is comfortable to you, even though it sucks. So even though it's not something you want, it keeps happening because that's a comfortable place for you, because stepping outside of that is going to mean making changes. It's going to mean you have to make changes. It's going to mean something uncomfortable might come through to help you change. So it's going to constantly be the unfolding rose. It's happening for you, not to you. So you have to step back and empower yourself and know that the choices we make, it's not your fault. The choices we make are from things that have happened to us sometimes, things we've seen as children, things we've seen modeled in our families. And you can break that cycle at any time. It takes self-reflection, maybe therapy hey, listen, sometimes it takes therapy, you know, but it's not a why me. It's not a why me situation. So get yourself out of that and use whatever tools you need to visualize this as something that's continually beautifully unfolding and happening for you so that you can take control of what comes next.
Boom shakalaka. Right,
Sometimes
so
we get those messages a little bit like telling you about yourself, and I don't want y'all to get mad at me. But that's why we're here.
So recap. Number one was take a break.
Right.
A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill.
Right.
And this is what the card looked like.
And pull back and look and don't keep picking at something. Stop, look at it with new eyes, and come back to it.
All right. Number two's Mintakan, Mintakan, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers.
This is about you being an otherworldly being and feeling out of place sometimes, and for you to allow your people, your circle, to step in by being confident in who you are.
And the number threes, you had the ever unfolding rose. It says cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you.
Right. So get off the why me treadmill. Let's be the treadmill's in for all of them. Get off the why me and start looking at things that are happening and how they make you feel and how you want to change that, and get into the why not me and allow things to work in your favor and empower yourself.
Boom.
And that's it.
So let us know if that resonated with you in the comment section. We'd love to see it.
And you can always email us if some of these things you don't want to talk about in the chat. You can always hit us up at thehealingflamecollective@gmail.com and send us a message, and we'll elaborate on whatever you want to talk about.
Sounds good to me.
Awesome.
Yep. So that's going to be a wrap for us today. Make sure you come back next month when we have our next moon meditation. Tell a friend. Check us out on social media on Instagram at The Healing Flame Collective. We just mentioned the website, thehealingflamecollective.com. We talked about the announcements at the beginning, but we're basically trying to form family here and a community here. So, you know, if there's someone that you think that would like to be exposed to some of the things that we're doing in terms of these meditations and learning what some of these terms are so it doesn't sound so foreign and mystical, be sure to let them know that this is one of the places that they can come to get that information clear and easily to be understood. But yeah.
And like the card about the Mintakan or whatever and the star seeds, we're the people. So if you're looking for the people to understand you, here we are. We're the weirdos, man.
All right. Well,
Anyway.
we'll see you guys
Thank you,
either
guys.
at the events or next month here for the next moon meditation,
which is this worm moon.
Right.
Yes.
All right. See you
See
later.
you then.